We are celebrating Exmo's 10th birthday. If you had asked me what I thought Extreme Mobility would look like back when it was founded 10 years ago, who could have imagined this? I would have told you that its founders, Brian and Mindy Schwarz, would put everything they had into turning their passion of working with the blind into its own nonprofit. An organization to help reinvent what many blind individuals think is possible for their lives. What I couldn't have told you, though, was how that cause would impact those involved in such a way that it would start a ripple effect of contagious love.
What are you gonna do, Wade?
Wow, it's springy. Really springy. Okay.
Hold on.
Whoa! This is a workout to get out. He's not prepared for that.
This is like.
Oh God. Pick.
Yeah, I did.
It's been known as the Exmo family, which is symbolic as much as it is true. The opportunity for extreme action sports is why many come, but being supported in a loving and empowering environment is what makes everyone feel a member of the Exmo family.
I'm Nick Davenport, and I was born with optic nerve atrophy. When you're in like a group of friends or something, and they see something far away, and like you're just in there, you're like, "What's so funny, guys?" And and they explain, it's like, "Oh, okay." Like you feel like left out, kind of like an outsider and everything. Sometimes I feel like why did like God give me this vision and like make me different to other people? And after being here, like this is why like he did this, so I can meet these people, not be like, oh, why did he give me this? Just be like, he gave me this for this reason, and I'm happy to be blind right now, so yeah.
I want to thank you for putting on this amazing camp. I've been going through a lot these last 2 months. I was diagnosed with depression and have attempted suicide. This letter is about Exmo camps, though. I just wanted to tell you how helpful this camp has been. This camp is a great experience for anyone, and I just wanted to tell you to never stop having this camp.
My name's Austin Philman. I was born with congenital microphthalmia, which means my eyes did not fully develop all the way. My mom took me away when I was about 10 years old and took me to Oklahoma. It's pretty rough as a younger kid growing up and not being around the family that you've known your whole life. And kind of that's where everything really started going downhill for me. I have a father, he's deceased. So it was really just me, my mom, and my siblings, and just the boyfriend she had in and out of her life. And when my mom took me away from Florida, where my home was, I started getting into more trouble as I got older. And I kind of blamed my whole vision and everything getting in trouble on God, and it just really ruined my life for a couple years, even into drugs, and I just started getting in a lot of trouble, and then just started doubting everything. I got expelled from many schools, even dropped out of high school 1 year. It really messed up my life at that point in time. I got sent to some in-school detention on probation, and the judge told me if I didn't straighten up, I was going to be going to jail for a really long time. And even then, I really didn't care, but
There are over 7.6 million blind individuals in the U.S. today. 706,000 of them are between the ages of 4 and 20 years old. 70% of blind working-age adults are not employed full-time. And over 85% never attain a bachelor's degree, which is double the U.S. average. Which leaves about 27% of them living below the poverty line of $12,000 a year. With depression and suicide rates twice the U.S. average, Extreme Mobility hoped to change those statistics through a week-long camp in Winter Park, Colorado. This camp spawned out of an organization that formerly ran that camp. But when that organization began canceling all of their programs due to financial reasons, Brian and Mindy continued to fundraise independently to keep that camp helping for years to come. When they stepped out in faith to continue doing something good, something even better was formed. The camp was reinvented. It was the same cause with the same mission, but now with a different name.
You guys are here on this Exmo camp, not just to do all these fun things, we're here to draw closer to God, right? I encourage you guys, take that time to get into the Word. It's not just about this extreme surfing, it's about this extreme race called faith.
It began pushing new limits and asking new questions. If a blind person could snowboard, could they surf? Or could they wakeboard? If they could drive a snowmobile, could they then drive a jet ski? We already knew the answer, and so Exmo tried it, blind athletes did it, and now we continue to teach it. As the ripple effect grew, more donors began to give and more volunteers got involved.
Hi, I'm Stevie Wonder.
And we are Take 6,
encouraging you to support Exmo.
Enabling Extreme Mobility to add a series of summer camps, to the point of hosting 3 camps a year. And coming to one of these camps is always free, making sure cost is never a factor. Each camp is unique, from the types of activities to the stories of the people you'll find there.
And it's also somewhere where I go to feel so much love, and a place where I come to do amazing things that I never thought I'd be able to do. It's somewhere where I know there's no limits.
From snowboarding, surfing, and wakeboarding, to whitewater rafting, rock climbing, driving, and so much more. But it's not just about the action sports. It isn't just about giving blind youth cool opportunities. It's about helping them gain perspective on their life and overcome any circumstances holding them back.
That is my testimony. That is who I am.
The first time I came to Exmo, I was not interested in Jesus. I didn't believe anything about Jesus. So this time at Exmo, I'm just getting so close to God. That was the first time I really felt Jesus in my heart, and I was started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, wow, Jesus is definitely real.
At camp, we talk openly about how God's grace and love gives us all a purpose.
I like the worships a lot.
For many there, this is the first time that they're actually hearing about Jesus. But the presence of the Holy Spirit is tangibly felt by every person there. We embrace the loving and godly environment, especially because it helps people born differently realize God has not forsaken them. In 10 years, we have held over 20 camps in Colorado, California, and Idaho. All thanks to the support of our volunteers and donors, over 750 blind athletes have come to our summer and winter camps free of charge. And did I mention that Extreme Mobility has only volunteer staff without a single paid position? That means that 100% of what has been given to Extreme Mobility has gone directly to the cause of helping empower the blind. And that's something worth celebrating. There isn't any organization remotely close to doing what Extreme Mobility does. We spent the last 10 years testing the power and impact behind what we do. And now we need your help as we look towards the next 10 years. Thank you for being a part of the Exmo family and for celebrating 10 years of Extreme Mobility camps with us.